morning from Chicago, everyone. Thank you so much for your time. I am Zach. I am the co-founder and CEO of Zauben. And today we're going to look at the future of cities and the future of work. Our cities are facing a very big climate problem. They're the world's largest contributors to climate crisis. And we're producing 40% of all greenhouse gas emissions and consuming 40% of all the world's energy. So how do we solve this? What's going to be the answer? Well, cities are looking outside their city walls and into nature, where we can create living, breathing buildings with nature and climate technologies. Here's a really cool thing. It's already happening now in more than 60 cities with strict regulation and policy mandates. And not surprising, Singapore is a shining city in leading a lot of these efforts. With green building certifications, requirements such as LEED, WELL, and BREEAM. And it just makes sense for property owners. It's better for the planet. It's great for business. It increases property values. It improves energy savings. And right now, when the world's talking about back to office and commercial properties, it's enhancing marketability of the buildings. Here's work of what we're just doing here at Zauben, working with some of the world's largest tech companies and property owners. We're just going to go through a few projects. This is a look at Amazon's latest HQ2 development. This is going to be completed in 2030. But going back to some of those green building certifications, this is going to reach LEED Platinum. So that's the highest green building rating you can achieve for sustainability. This is what's happening in our backyard in Chicago with Google's latest development. This is a very large retrofit. It's being underway here in Chicago. This is one thing I'm most excited about. It's an active building, so meaning it's sequestering 11 tons of CO2 per year, creating these microenvironments within it, and it's creating 10 tons of fresh oxygen. So not just for the Google employees, but when we think of just the city area, it's a breathing center, it's lungs. On the West Coast, there's a really large transformation happening at San Jose to become, again, the world's first LEED certified city. So here we see climate-based technologies such as green roofs and living walls all being part of this development. Okay, all those renderings look super cool. And we have projects too, but how does it work? How does the technology work? So it's building material, it's construction material. It's hydroponic, it's 15 times more water efficient than soil-based systems. And then from architecture engineering perspective, it's 66% lighter than soil-based systems. And we've integrated sensor technology that optimizes plant health according to moisture, temperature, humidity. So we have 99% plant replacement and survivability. So we've eliminated the need to replace plants, really to maintenance plants. So it's highly scalable. Hardware. So how do we get to these ROIs? So we actually integrate with Cove Tool data software visualization. So what we do with these large developments or for retrofits we're seeing with Google is we've integrated data software visualization to run simulations on the existing building. And that's how we create tangible ROIs in the forms of energy savings and carbon offsets. And so when we work with some of these large property owners, what they're asking with Local Law 97 in New York is, how do we do this in our portfolios that there's really aggressive mandates or policy now being written on decarbonizing these assets? So we're doing it across portfolios, which is really exciting. Then we thought, okay, we're retrofitting these buildings. We have some really cool things. What about just the time, 90% of our lives we're spending in buildings in 10,000 hours of our lives at work? So we've basically shrunken down that technology to create a turnkey product. So it's creating living walls. The Model Z is what we call it. It's microenvironments that just mimic nature to create healthier spaces for people and nature to thrive. Okay, let's take a really quick look at our unit economics here. So you kind of see the Z panel. That's the building construction material. As I was sharing a little earlier in the slides, that since we've replaced the need for really landscaping, we've understand that budgeting that fits in a lot of that. And so the software is optimizing it. The Model Z, again, is a turnkey product. I'm going to focus a little bit on the smart planner here, because what we're finding when we're doing a lot of this technology, where clients were asking, do you just do PlanSmith first? But no, we're free to work. We're future cities. We're doing these microenvironments, and thought, actually, this is a huge problem for our buildings for decarbonization, because we're sending in technicians, companies to water plants once a week, and that's not great for the transportation per building and then per floor. So we've just launched the Smart Planner as part of that. Really quickly here, we have a busting pipeline, a lot tied to those larger projects in the future. We have a 17x LTV CAC. We've just about to achieve a 200,000 ARR. Just to give you kind of a trailing revenue there, we did 100,000 lists on 100,000 ARR last year, and the year before that, 19,000. And we have strong SaaS margins tied to it. This is our seed round. We've raised $1 million. We've done it through Angels. We've done it through Plug and Play, Google Startups. You're part of the Procore Founder Forum, and the Pritzker family. Thank you so much for your time and for listening in.